my god, it's like day 2 and I can't even speak English. This is so great. Can you get yourself together, Eli? Like, please. Hi friends, it's your guy, Eli Levi, and welcome back to my channel. So before we begin, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all your love and support from my last video. It means the world to me, so from the bottom of my heart, I just wanted to say thank you. So for today's video, I have something very exciting. The video is a little long, but I promise you it's worth it. So today I'll be teaching you how to get a beautiful, flawless makeup base. So that's foundation, that's concealer, powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, the whole 9 yards. Like I said last video, all products mentioned today are cruelty free. I will link them all down below, so if you have any questions, make sure to look at that description box. In the spirit of my animal loving channel, I wanted to create a little jingle. Okay, listen, I'm not a singer, so don't judge, but here's what the jingle is. Cruelty free or it's not for me. I'll be singing this jingle every time I upload, so it'll be something that's routine, that's super cute, and who doesn't love animals? So the goal is that once you go out makeup shopping, when you see that little cruelty-free bunny on packaging, you're gonna think of me. Or at least think about maybe making the right choice of buying products that are cruelty-free rather than products that aren't. So if you wanna see how I get this beautiful makeup base, then keep on watching. Alright, so before I do any makeup, I wanna make sure that my skin is nice and moisturized. I already went ahead and put some moisturizer on. You can have the most beautiful makeup application, but if your skin isn't hydrated and beautiful and plump, your makeup isn't gonna look as good. If your skin is more dry, I suggest doing more of a cream-based moisturizer, but if your skin's more oily or normal, I suggest doing maybe a gel-based moisturizer. Okay, so after I moisturize, I wanna make sure to prime my face. So I'm going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. It is this like gorgeous, gorgeous primer. I can't get enough of it. Do you see? I've already used so much. So I just want to apply it like all over my face. It's pretty expensive, okay? It's bougie. But I think it's worth it. I've already obviously gone through that much. I use it every day. And I've noticed that throughout the day when I wear this, that my makeup stays on longer. So I just think it's hydrating and it's pore filling and it's just a great addition to your skincare collection, if not your makeup collection. For foundation today, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild's MegaCushion foundation. This foundation is not only like $8, but it's absolutely incredible. The coverage is incredible, and it'll help with that flawless base that we want. If I can get it open. It comes like this, and I'm gonna take a beauty sponge. I'm going in with the Juno & Co. beauty sponge. A few YouTubers like Nikki Tutorials reviewed this, and as soon as she reviewed it, I literally gagged. I was like, holy crap, where can I get one of these? I want 10 of them. It's like $6, it's cruelty free, and it works like any beauty blender. So in order to achieve a flawless base, you wanna go in with tapping motions. I'm going for a full coverage beat, but I know a lot of people don't really like how full coverage looks on them. But you can always sheer any foundation out to make it how you would like. So the reason why with a beauty sponge you want to go in tapping motions is if you go with swiping motions, it creates these like weird streaks on your face. So you want to make sure that you're tapping it into your skin, not swiping.
Swiper, no swiping!
You really want to make sure you get every crevice of your face. So you want to look into that mirror of yours and really make sure that everything is beautiful and blended. Do you see this curl? Like, where the heck did it come from? I look like Clark Kent now. Please cover your ears and your neck with foundation as well, so that way they're all cohesive and it's not like you have 2 different colored skin tones. Thank you. Alright, so once your foundation is blended, you want to go in with concealer. So as you can tell, I have these dark circles underneath my eyes. If you see, it's like purple hues. And you want to get rid of that pigmentation, especially when you're trying to achieve a flawless base. Makeup is basically an illusion, okay? We're all fake catfishing you, basically. Concealer brightens areas that you want to accentuate. That means like the forehead, your nose, your upper lip, and your chin, around your mouth. You basically want to conceal places where the sun hits and where you want your skin to be more focused and centered around. I totally forgot to mention, but this is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer, and it was also in my other video. It's literally my favorite concealer. Alright, so I'm gonna go back in with my beauty sponge from Juno & Co. and blend it out. Like I said before, you want to do patting motions, not swiping motions.
Swiper, no swiping!
So as you can tell, I'm also putting the concealer on my eyelid just as a base for my eyeshadow. To set my makeup today, I am going in with the Mercier translucent powder. If your skin is dry to normal, I suggest this specific powder. If your skin is more oily, I don't suggest using this powder, only because throughout the day it keeps your skin almost hydrated, so that would kind of ruin the effect of setting it if you have oily skin. This is the Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. For me, I don't really like using it only because my skin's dry. But if you have oily skin, this is incredible. I recommend it. There's no flashback, it's thin, it's long wearing, and it's just beautiful overall. So I'm just putting this loose translucent... That's right. So I'm just putting this loose translucent powder underneath my eyes and essentially everywhere where we concealed. You really want to press it into the skin, that way it really sets, and that way nothing creases. You can use a brush for this. I use a brush for this sometimes. But in order to achieve that real flawless snatched look, I really go in with a damp beauty blender, and I just think it looks better. If you're also that person that likes to set their eyes before they go in with shadow, then I suggest that's when you do it now. For me, I personally don't like setting my eyelids after I put primer or concealer on it, because I just think that when I put on eyeshadow, the pigment shows up more. But hey, everyone has their preferences, so whatever you feel is more comfortable for you, that's how you should do it. I'm looking so cute. I mean, I'm looking like a white ghost, but a cute white ghost, right? Okay, so we set the center of our face, but what do we do with the rest of our face? Well, don't worry, I got you. I go in with, the same powder, but I take a big fluffy powder brush and kind of go in and set the rest of my face. That was just like a little light coat. Oh yeah, please make sure to set your ears and your neck, because if that transfers throughout the day, yikes. So once I'm done setting my face, I want to make sure that I don't continue to look like a pale ghost. I know that I'm pale, but this is a little ridiculous. What we're going to do is take bronzer. I'm using the new Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. It's in the shade Bronze Dynasty. And I'm going to put that on the perimeter of my face. Like I said before, how we use concealer to brighten the center of our face, we want to take attention away from the outside part of our face. That way it looks as though our face is skinnier than it actually is. The places where you typically want to put bronzer is the perimeter of your face. So that's your forehead, your temples, just underneath the cheekbones, and your jawline. I also go in and do nose contour, but we'll do that after. You want to make sure to use a big fluffy brush, that way your bronzer isn't concentrated. So what you want to avoid is going really ham in like the bronzer like this, because then you're going to have this big streak on your face, and then it's not going to look cute. So you really want to go in and just, take your time and go light with the bronzer. For nose contour, I take a little bit of the bronzer on this Colourpop E2 brush. It's a very light like eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna go from the inner part of my eye, like this. And I'm just gonna drag it lightly down my nose. That way it kind of creates some kind of contour moment. So you just wanna do that to both sides. just lightly down the side of your nose. So now I'm going underneath my nose like this. That way it creates this little button part and it's super cute. So once I feel that my bronzer looks pretty good, I'm gonna go in with my favorite part, blush. I am obsessed with blush. It's a problem. It's actually a problem, but it's a good problem to have, you know? I'm going in with my favorite bronzer. Eli, seriously? Alright, so I'm going in with my favorite blush. It's the OFRA blush in Bellini. So if you have more paler skin like me, I suggest going in with a peachy apricot kind of blush rather than a red kind of blush. That way it doesn't look like you're a freaking clown. If you're more tan, I suggest going in with a pinker blush. It just looks beautiful on tan skin tones, but not so beautiful on mine. If you have more deeper skin, I suggest going in with a deep, rich coral color, because that always looks beautiful and it complements your deep skin tone beautifully. Okay, so I'm just going to take this angled brush. You remember how I said the angled brush is good for contour, but I use it for blush? Yep, this is it. So I like to go in. Can you tell I love blush? You just want to apply it to the apples of your cheeks. I like to take the blush a little bit far back. That way it kind of all blends in with the bronzer as well. So if you feel like you kind of went ham in the blush, like me, you want to take that brush that you set your entire face with, and you kind of want to just veil over it. That way it dilutes the color and it doesn't look as sharp and aggressive. Then you want to go in with highlighter. So this step is optional. Unsubscribe if you don't like highlight, I'm just saying. So just like last video, I'm going in with the Colourpop Flexitarian highlight. It's kind of a putty highlighter, so it goes on really smooth on the skin. And I like to put it down as a base for my powder highlight. So what you want to do is you want to just lightly apply it to your cheekbones, just like this. I like to bring it up a little bit to our brow bone and kind of just bring it down, like make the C kind of on your face. Make sure that when you're going in with highlight, you just do like little taps, because if you go right away in with highlight, it might leave this streak on your face that you really don't want. After you do your cheekbones, then you want to go in on your Cupid's bow to accentuate that upper lip, on your chin just to bring some light back into it, above your eyebrows. I like to just tap it into my nose, but just at the tip and the bridge. In my last video, I said that if you're a glow getter, to wait to the next video to blind all the haters. So I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter in Hustler Baby. You want to take the same brush that you had and just lightly tap into the highlighter, and you just want to put it. Oh, that was a lot. So you just want to put it in the center of your cheekbone, just like that. Oh, wow. A little bit above the brow bone. I do a little bit above the Cupid's bow. Normally leave your chin alone because it's fine. And then I take a pencil brush. It's just a little like small circular brush. And I go in with the same highlight. And I just do the center of my nose, and then I pat it in because it might be a little bit too concentrated, and then I just take it on the center of where the highlight was on the bridge of your nose, and I just like pat it out. I told you last video that I was gonna give you glow, and did I not deliver? And look, bam, bam, bam. I'm just saying. Alright, so that's how you get a beautiful, flawless base. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, my eyelashes, and my lips off camera, and then I'll be right back. So when you're satisfied with how the rest of your makeup turned out, then you're going to take some setting spray. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and you're going to set your face. It's refreshing, and it keeps the makeup lasting all day long. So after you're done with setting spray, you want to make sure to lock that spray in place by fanning it in. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to also hit that notification bell to get notified every time I upload. I'll be uploading every Tuesday from now on, so it'll be called Tutorial Tuesdays. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, guys.